Good morning, welcome to my DC vlog. Today I'm very eager and excited to explore the DC area a little further. Yesterday I already kind of did around the National Mall, but today I wanted to explore some more indoor places like museums or visitor centers, since yesterday was primarily about memorials. I think the first stop of my day is going to be the White House Visitor Center because I'm actually a little early today. It's 9:30 right now and the White House Visitor Center is already open, but a lot of things are still closed. Yesterday when I ended the day, I kind of thought that today I'd be starting with the National Gallery of Art because I wanted to go yesterday, but they don't open until 10, so I'm just gonna try to maximize my time here in DC and hit up something that's already open and then later on head towards the Gallery of Art. The White House Visitor Center is just a 6-minute walk away, so let's get going. Okay, so I just finished up with the White House Visitor Center and it was pretty cool. It's actually my second time visiting. The first time we visited DC, we also came here to this visitor center. There's just a bunch of cool stuff in here, like a lot of the household items that some of the presidents used when they stayed in the White House. So like plates, tables, chairs, things like that. Pretty neat stuff. If you're into American history and also like the history of the White House, I think it's definitely worth checking out. There's also a gift shop, and I think right now I'm gonna head to Ford's Theater because it's about an 11-minute walk. Ford's Theater is tragically the place where Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, but it's now a museum and they do like tours and there's exhibitions, and so pretty neat place to check out. We also visited Ford's Theater the first time we were in DC a couple years back, but I just wanted to swing by. I think they do have some national park installations there, so want to get those and maybe show you guys around Ford's Theater a little bit. Let's go. Abraham Lincoln was shot here at the Ford's Theater, but then after he was shot, he was bleeding out, and so they transported him across the street over here to what is called Petersen House, where he eventually passed away the next morning, I believe. Okay, well, that content was definitely a little heavy, so I think I'm gonna go look at art now. Gonna hit up the National Gallery of Art finally. Oh boy. Well, that was a very long visit at the National Gallery of Art. I believe I entered just past noon and it's about 2:30 now, so spent quite a bit of time in there. I also only got to check out one of their buildings. I went to the West building, and then I think they also have an East building somewhere around here. But I think on their site or on their information brochure, they say that they have like 160,000 works of art. So if you're into art, this is definitely the place to come. There's just so much to look at. I think at some point I even got lost because there were so many rooms to hold all of the art, and it was kind of maze-like, a little confusing, but they gave maps to everyone who wanted one, so that was really helpful. Near the end, I was definitely getting a little fatigued from walking around and looking at the art, so I was just kind of like, what are some famous things here that are must-sees? And I looked at their official site, and they had this list of art that you should check out, and there are only 6, so near the end of my time there, I just walked around and like checked out the 6 paintings and then rounded out my trip here that way because I just wasn't really sure what the more famous things here were. I wish I knew more about art so I could comment on it a little bit more, but I don't know. Oh, near the end, I also found the Monet section. I think Monet is definitely one of my favorite artists. Really happy I got to see that. Let me see if I can find a picture that I took of a Monet painting. I think this one's really pretty. Love it. But yeah, like I said, if you're into art, the National Gallery of Art is wonderful. I think near the National Mall, there's also the National Portrait Gallery. I think it's a little bit further north of the National Mall, but if you're into that, that's also something to check out. Low-key, I think this art museum visit drained me a little bit more than I would like, so I think for the rest of the day, I might do something that's not so art-related. I might go check out the Natural History Museum. I think it should be around here, somewhere on the National Mall, but want to go learn about something different now. I have sat down at the Ocean Terrace Cafe here at the Natural History Museum, and it's a pretty big cafe, but I think the food options are pretty limited. There is a build your own grain bowl section that's closed right now, and then there's like a Pete's coffee, but other than that, the food options here are pretty limited. So I got myself a London fog. I actually did not eat lunch today, and I've been feeling pretty okay all day. Like, if I was hungry, I would have definitely grabbed lunch, but I think I am nearing like dinner time and I'm starting to feel a little hungry. So I was thinking after the Natural History Museum, I might head out and grab some dinner before heading back to the hotel. Let's try this London fog first. I mean, I think it's pretty standard. There's like the Tivana tea bag inside. It's really hot right now though, so I can't really have it. Oh gosh, I've had such an exhausting day. I'm so tired physically. My back is sore and then my legs are also sore. I'm very tired, but I've also had so much fun here in DC. Today specifically, I think the highlight was maybe the National Gallery of Art. I think while it was kind of exhausting walking around to check out all the works of art, it was really, really impressive, like how big the entire collection was at the gallery. I have a little bit more to check out here actually at the Natural History Museum. I basically hit up just a few sections, like the mammal section and then I think the ocean section. but they also have a rare gemstones collection and like an elephant exploration center, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but there's definitely more to do here at the Natural History Museum. So I think I'm gonna just walk around with this, or maybe I need to finish it here. I'm not really sure. I think I'll just finish it here to be safe, but after this, I'm gonna go walk around the other exhibits that I haven't hit up yet. See ya! Did anybody else love these as a kid? I was so obsessed with these. I think my parents only let me get them once, but I really thought these were so cool. Ted's favorite dinosaur. This is the Ankylosaurus, and it has a distinctive club tail, as you can see over there. It's his favorite dinosaur. I wish I could see this with him. To District Taco for dinner. I really hope the music is not too loud and that you can still hear me. I got the California burrito unintentionally. I was just feeling it. But I was thinking maybe we could chat a little while I eat. I kind of want to like have someone to talk to right now. It's very good. So we actually visited this place the first time we were in DC years ago, and we enjoyed it, so that's why I decided to come back, and it's still pretty good. I don't usually have burritos back home, but this one's a good one. Oh my god, I dropped cheese into my bag. Okay, whatever, I just gonna have to wait. So, I ended up finishing up my time at the Natural History Museum with the Hope Diamond, which is this like famous diamond, and then also looking at the fossil exhibit. So they had fossils from like the age of the dinosaur, as well as some gigantic mammals like the woolly mammoth or the giant sloth from Australia, things like that. It was pretty fun. There were just so many things to read at the Natural History Museum. I feel like if you wanted to go, you could easily spend like 3 hours there just reading everything and like learning about everything. I think all in all, DC is a really fun place to be a tourist. It also feels like a pretty safe place to be a tourist because of the National Mall and the way that it's like structured. So I've been having a good time. Also, sometimes I think that as a female traveler, I am a little bit more on edge. I'm always trying to keep my head on a swivel, always trying to be alert. But I actually think that DC feels pretty safe for a female traveler. And I think if you were to solo travel, DC would be a pretty good place to start. I felt pretty safe the last couple days, so would recommend it. Would recommend checking it out. The thing that I kind of like about DC is that you can pretty much pick your own adventure. So if you're not into art, there are history museums and other museums for you to check out, memorials as well. But if you're not into history and you're more into art, there are so many art museums. There's even a modern art museum, I believe, that I haven't gotten the chance to check out actually, but it's just cool. It's just cool that you can tailor your itinerary to whatever you like, and there's probably a museum for it here. I am looking forward to checking out the National Air and Space Museum that's on the National Mall in the coming days. So that's something to look forward to. I will be making more DC vlogs, so I hope you keep tagging along. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, and I'll see you soon.